Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Robocraft with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back to Factory Fun, the series in which you tell me which bot to try out from the community factory, and I do so, to the very best of my ability, giving an honest first impression, and rating the bot out of 5 in both style and combat. And in today's episode, we have the Debugger by BinaryFluctuation. Both tanky and fast, this SMG walker ski works as both a tower capper and a brawler. Press and hold the spacebar to enter ski mode. Now, I've actually built a lot of these in the past, a lot of them off camera and even a few on camera, being the rail skis normally, and even Moop's original design. My flyer walker was indeed a ski walker, so I'm pretty okay with this design of bot, so here's hoping I'll do okay with it. And with that, looking at this bot with some past experience, it looks very, very tanky. A lot of block spam, thrusters in the right place so it won't simply fly off into the air like my first designs did. The weapons seem to be in a good place with a bit of weapon redundancy. Can't tell if they're Triforced. I don't think they are. However, there have been a little bit of effort on the back here to make these more protected, so perhaps they are. It's very hard to tell. Oh, yep, they are, in the sense of using aero rods protected by non-connecting pieces of armor. So, yeah, everything looks pretty good. I can't imagine this doing poorly. I can imagine it being perhaps a little bit easy to cripple, but not even that is really a huge concern. This is a 19,000 bot, ranking bot that is, so we should be fighting against megabots and with megabots. So here's hoping we can perhaps climb up a wall and provide a bit of mid-range fire support. Of course, as always, we're going to purchase it with Galaxy Cash, and let's just jump straight into the first match. And so begins the first battle. Now, I have realised something. If this thing doesn't handle exactly like I think it does, I'm going to be really screwed. No, it does handle exactly how I feel it does. Now, are those control skis, or are they regular? Nope, the front is definitely control, the back are both regular. That's exactly what I'd expect. Excellent. Now, we are, of course, with a Megabot, and we can probably help out here. I don't really want to get into the brawl too much, purely because Mega SMGs are rather scary and tend to hurt rather a lot. We could have jumped there, but I'd much rather make sure I'm ready to fire. Now, if I keep on going for this rail, that means the medics won't be completely focused on their Mega. Or we could possibly even kill the rail if they do completely focus on the Mega. Nope, we are losing big time. Our Mega has crumpled against the enemy pressure. No, this is not the best start for our little thing. Took a fair beating, though. I'll be honest, took a fair beating. Though I was in a really bad position there, to be perfectly honest. And, like I said, the Mega got crushed fairly early. Our SMGs are still back at the base for reasons unknown, and we just lost the group fight. Not the best start, and sadly, once again highlighting the problem with rating the bot early. I really wish you could just change your ratings later. That would fix all of the problems with me. So a really bad start, not by the bot, but simply a bad battle, bad positioning by me. I could have been on the wall, I could have simply stayed back and been more aware. I could have jumped in several occasions, actually got out of there, but simply didn't. So for now, let's go with what we can see. Style, I'm going to give it a 4. I actually really like this kind of style of bot with the back legs and everything. Just a personal thing. I like it. I won't really defend that much, just I do like it. Combat, I'm also going to give it a 4 because all I really saw was the fact that controls are absolutely fine, jump distance is fine, speed is fine, the weapons do not clip, and it took quite a bit of a beating. So overall, it seemed good. So let's play again and see if we can get into a better battle. Next battle, this time though, we haven't got a Megabot, and we have a very low tier looking couple of bots with us. Is that because they're in a group? I'm not quite sure, but these two really don't seem to be in the right place right now. A very curious fight indeed. Can we get the kill? Yeah, oh no, we didn't get the kill sadly, though we did help. Let's just ski along here, get a bit of extra speed. However, I would like to actually climb this wall, so a bit of a change of plan. Let's see if we can perhaps harass that plasma. Oh, been spotted. Different plasma we're going to be harassing then. Let's go for the bomber. He will be bombing us. I'm just going to stay here because I want as many good shots as possible. If we can take him out of the air, that would be great. Most of the damage there dodged at the very end. Tried to spot but failed. Okay, let's just get under the bridge and start to heal. Legs were taken off like I feared they would be, but that does seem to be a kind of trend though, honestly, with the old style of walkers. The non-mech walkers. Really want to shoot, but really want to heal even more. Okay, now we'll shoot. Oh, yes, we got him. Okay, fantastic. Totally worth it. This fellow has a bit of a vendetta against me, apparently, but we are slowly breaking him apart. Excellent. Once again, under the bridge for defense. Our legs are still crippled, sadly, so I would like to heal. The SMG could have shot me, thankfully didn't. Yeah, the legs are a little bit vulnerable, but I've not seen a bot with unvulnerable walker legs. Unvulnerable? Invulnerable? Not vulnerable? There's probably a million terms better than unvulnerable. With real words attached to them and everything. There's really no point in what I'm doing, is there? I think this bot would probably do better as a plasma, honestly. Is one thing I would say. And it wouldn't be difficult to convert, so... I feel like he was AFK there, he just kind of slid down. We are spotted, I'm not sure by whom. If they're all there, where is the last fellow? Must be a flyer. Or in the hills. Aha! Oh no, that's an ally. That is an ally! That is definitely not the last fellow. Excellent. Okay, that was better, although I didn't really get to showcase much of the bot. The only things we found out, once again, weapons are fine, legs are vulnerable. Took a fair beating with plasma, I could have dodged it again. I'm just not playing my best today, apparently. Let's get a battle and actually be proud of our contribution. Third battle, let's see how we do. This time we should have a Megabot, and a bit of a weird visual glitch there on the beam. It looks like we have some kind of obelisk coming out of the area. Yep, there's the Megabot, excellent. And thus we go. Where are we going? It's good to know where we're going when I say there we go. We are going this way, okay, down the cave system, like always. Maybe shouldn't have jumped there. Yep, definitely shouldn't have jumped there, okay. We're fine. Nothing happened. I'm going to land on him. I'm not! Everything's fine! I would like a little bit more speed, I will say that. Not much, but I think because of the bulk of this bot, it's definitely going for a tanky style. It has lost a bit of speed. That thing just hit everyone. It hit me, it hit the guy on the top, it hit the side. Just sprayed plasma over our team. Let's be a little bit aggressive here. I want to go after that plasma. Oh, there's their bot. Is it a plasma or is it a SMG? Plasma. Does it only have one gun? No, surely not. Must a lot of our guns left in that shot, sadly. Just keep our eyes on the skies. I'm going to try and go for that plasma, which may be a bad idea because it is a Tesseract, I think. The scum of the skies at the moment. There he is. Yep, definitely is, okay. Do as much damage as we can to him. Took off a couple more of his guns. Excellent. I don't think I'll be able to kill him because these things are notoriously difficult to kill. But at the same time, if we can just keep him away from our team, that would be so fantastic. I will gladly give my life to keep this thing off our team. Yes, excellent. And we flipped, and let's heal up and let's try and attack again. Oh no, we're losing horribly. Oh, and I was willing to give my life for you guys. No one can see me. I am invisible. Oh dear lord, I'm going away from this. Is this such a bad position for me to be in? How many medics do they have? It's hard to tell. Okay, the Tesla is a plasma, which means you're the only medic. Okay. No, the Tesla is indeed a medic. I was completely incorrect there. Being shot at by one of the SMGs. Thankfully, he doesn't seem to be able to hit me too easily. See if I can just hold them back a little bit. I don't really know what I'm doing here, honestly. My battle plan doesn't exist. I don't really have one. Where are his guns? That's such a weirdly... It's a very weird bot there. Okay, I can see one of his guns is aiming right at me with it. Ow. Okay, that really hurts. Let's move back. Let's move back. Get to healing. The power of the walker. Hopefully that's bought our team a little bit of time. It'd be great if that medic can heal up. Yay for the auto regen. once again, try and aid out our team a little bit here. Can we perhaps take out that medic? Not. Oh no, he's. Oh, I thought he was going outside the cave. He was still inside the whole time. Oh, I see where his guns are. Okay, I see how he's done that. He's got the shield wall and he's got the guns just poking out the bottom there, on a second platform. I see. That's why I thought. That's why I thought he only had one originally. Trying to go for that last gun. Damn, armoured up around it. Okay, this isn't going to go well. Let's see if we can hide and heal. Ah, thank you, medic. Thank you very much, medic. Okay, we can just get back into the fight then now. There's actually a really interestingly designed Negabot. I can't say I've seen one like that before, so that's always nice to see. A novel design is never a bad thing to see, even if it's good and against you. Shows a bit of innovation still going on. Don't want to jump just yet because we've lost one of our legs. Okay, now we will. There's one enemy left. No idea where it is. I don't think we have a radar. Oh, that wasn't good. That wasn't good in the slightest. Come on, fall back now. Yeah, no, I don't want to rectify. Oh, fine, I'll rectify. Darn it. I was hoping he's going to slide back and just fall very graciously onto the platform here. A very positive experience, actually, this time round. It does take damage a little bit faster than I expected, although it is only 19k ranking, it isn't 20k, sorry, 25,000 ranking, so there definitely is space to still increase. Actually, what I should check, are these shields the regular shields, or are they the tier 10 equivalent? I can't quite remember if these lines are on both, or just on one or the other, so let's have a quick check of that straight afterwards. Looks like a victory though. And I feel proud this time. I definitely helped out the team. I held them back a fair bit. I killed that plasma bomber, which would have otherwise harassed the entire team, particularly the medics, and I did a fair bit of damage. I'm okay with how that went. After checking, these shields are definitely the regular type and not the tier 10 equivalent. The tier 10 equivalent, of course, have this pattern, whereas the regular simply have the lines. So a lesson learned for me, for checking in the future, and a bit of an insight to this bot. I feel like with the upgraded shields and a whole host of upgrades to perhaps even the CPU, the weapons, the legs, everything else, this is going to do very well later on. Like I said though, I would like a little bit more speed, so perhaps some of that CPU can be used on a couple of extra thrusters. Or perhaps even upgrading the thrusters, depending if these are the maximum level thrusters now. They definitely aren't. Okay, yes, so it just needs to be upgraded to be a 25k bot, but honestly, keeping the design so far seems absolutely reasonable. Let's get into one last battle and give our final opinions. And so begins the final battle. Now, the enemy do actually have several flyers, so we should be a little bit mindful of that. Hopefully we can protect our medics and, of course, our Mega from such a threat. And we have one medic. Okay, anything else? No, the healers? So we're protecting our medic then, not our medics. Climbing ability on this is surprisingly good, considering how well front the armor is. Look how far forward it actually juts, and it seems absolutely fine. An interceptor there, being gutted by our own interceptor, and of course us now as well. Well, we hit it a few times. I don't really say we gutted it, but our team did. Well done, team, less so me. What am I doing up here? Oh, I haven't played a Walker in a while, can you tell? I haven't played anything in a while. It's like, I'm too set on certain bot types. What I need to do is sit down one day, I'll probably record it, maybe even live stream it once my internet's been upgraded, which is happening soon, and just for a few hours, just play the types of bot I don't normally play, because I'm sick of having to learn it every time I try to test out a bot, and then I feel like I'm not really good enough to rate the bot, and honestly, I don't try to profess to be good at this game in the slightest, because, well, I'm not. But I like to give credit where credit's due, so I like to say good things about bots, and that's kind of why this series exists. I like to try and give every bot a chance to be advertised. Because honestly, there's so many bots now on the store. I would like people who watch my videos to band together, use each other's bots, become a culture of Lathians. It'll be glorious. Why am I talking about this when there's a battle happening? Because I'm too far away from the battle and I'm too scared to jump right now, that's why. I saw that rail line and I was thinking, well, if I jump, I'm going to be hit right in the face. Oh, that drift, though. In all the right ways. Hello! Hit the Megabot so it doesn't regen. Oh, hello, you're a rail who wants to die for some reason. Why do you want to die? That was actually a suicide move. It just came right up to us. I guess it's better than pressing end match, question mark? Hello, I'm going underneath you, if that's okay. Oh, it's the one that's on the store everywhere at the moment. It's really weird. I don't know why people didn't think of doing this before, but selling the designs without the weapons and the hovers and such, it's such a good idea to give people the base chassis without having to, well, cost them a fortune. Simply use items you've already got. Here's the base blocks. Have fun. Whoever did that first needs a medal and a pat on the back. There we are, excellent. Well, we didn't really do too much, we helped out, and that's the important thing. So, what's my final thoughts on this bot then? So then, final thoughts on the debugger. Ultimately, I found this a very enjoyable experience, and I have no true negativities to actually say about anything to do with the bot. A few things I would change, but not really because it's definitely the better thing to do, but purely because of my game style. The legs were very well placed, so were the weapons, with a minor exception of this gun did clip into this a little bit too much, but that's purely because of firing down at a very high angle, which could be fixed very easily, and honestly I wouldn't change this, purely because the overall design of the bot is very compact and very localized in one area, which is both well shielded and very well armored, so I wouldn't actually change the placement, even though this is a bit of an issue. I only bring it up because I think it bears bringing up. The shield placement, like I just said, is very good, and overall everything just seems to slot into place pretty well. I would, however, maybe put the skis a little bit further forward, these two. In fact, this one steering ski I would put perhaps here, just because I found that to be a little bit easier to control, at least in my experience. Being further forward gives it a better pivot angle. The thing I would say I would change as well, being the thing I was going to mention originally before I thought of that, is the thrusters. I would like them to be a little bit higher, perhaps a little bit further forward, just so the bot doesn't pitch upwards as much when jumping and makes landing a little bit difficult sometimes. A little bit of pitch up is fine, because of course it means you're angled very well to land, but when it pitches up too much, particularly when you're turning, since the thrusters for turning are also on the bottom, although they are on the back rather than the front to minimise this effect, it can cause a bit of unsteadiness, and sometimes your jump gets overdone or underdone because of this element. Not really a massive issue, but that would be one of the things I would change personally. Again, nothing really to gripe about, not really a error on the builder's part, nor a complaint on my part, just something I would change personally. So overall, a very positive outlook. Once it has the new thrusters and the new legs with the new shields, I think this will be an absolutely fine maximum ranking bot. 25,000 ranking bot, in fact, is what I was trying to think of there. So thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Robocraft is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Now, if you would like to see your bot on a future Factory Fun, then please in the comments below, leave your username, the robot's name, what ranking it is, and what type of robot it is, and of course, any other information that you find applicable. Now, I will say one thing: if you do not leave the recommendation of a bot in the comments of a Factory Fun episode, I will not see it, and it will not be considered for the next episode, purely because what I do is I go to the comment sections and I put all the names into a randomizer, at least the names of bots which fit what type of bot I want to test out on the day, and then I pick the bot which comes out of the randomizer. If your comment is in a private message or on a different video, I simply won't see it. I'm so sorry. So many bots have been recommended in the wrong place and simply have never ended up in the randomizer. And with that, I would also like to say, if you would like to put an image with your robot or a link to your YouTube channel and such, this isn't a great idea, as YouTube's automatic detection system and putting it into the spam filter does tend to kick in even with non-malicious links or image links and such, and I once again don't get to see them. So just putting those out there to make make sure everyone gets their fair chance to end up on the series. Thank you again so much for watching, and goodbye.